আজ আমাদের সাথে অ্যাড্রেস বাংলাদেশের ইন্টারভিউ পর্বে ডেভেলপমেন্ট ইন্টারভিউর জন্য আমরা এসেছি আজকে মিস্টার মোহাম্মদ আমিন, ডাইরেক্টর অফ Qatar Charity in Bangladesh. So, Assalamu alaikum, Mr. Mohammed Amin. So, we are doing some sort of interview related to the development issues that organization working in Bangladesh and doing some good work for the development of Bangladesh. So we just wanted to ask you some questions about what are the activities we're doing in Bangladesh and when did you start?
First, let me thank you for involving Qatar Charity with your good initiatives to introduce the development activities of non-government organization in Bangladesh to wider audience so that they can understand the importance of this sort of activities, as well as they may be motivated to participate and join in this good work. Qatar Charity, I'd like to give a little bit of introduction about it. It is a non-government organization from Qatar. It is established in the city of Qatar, the capital city of the state of Qatar. Its main office is there, and it has many branch offices, both inside Qatar as well as outside Qatar. And Qatar Charity Bangladesh office is one of those branches of Qatar Charity. Qatar Charity started its work in Bangladesh from 1988. That year there was a huge flood, and Qatar Charity from that time participated in the relief and rehabilitation of the affected people in that year. So it started from 1988.
So what are the objectives or principles for your activities?
Qatar Charity mission is to support the capacity of the less capable people so that they can attain a dignified human life. So, and in this way we try to give all the basic requirement for dignified human life, and like shelter, education, health, water, sanitation, social welfare, relief, rehabilitation, skill development, capacity building. All these activities Qatar Charity is undertaking in Bangladesh and also elsewhere in the world.
Thank you very much for taking lots of initiatives in Bangladesh. So can you tell us some of your projects that you're doing right now or you did before, about the projects, what did you do and how did it come?
Actually, as we said, that Qatar Charity recognizes all the basic needs for the dignified human living.
Yeah.
So all the 5 basic needs, Qatar Charity is involved in activities that can support those 5 basic needs. Shelter, we are building housing for the poor people, housing for the orphans and widows. Then come food, we are providing food for mainly the orphans, the widows, some poor people. Come health, we are providing treatment for the poor people, the needy people. We are building hospitals, we are building medical centers, we are equipping and manning those health establishments so that the poor people can have access to good health services and in the vicinity of their areas, so that they don't need to waste time and money and efforts to reach, but rather we go to them to provide this activity. Similar thing for education. We also build educational institutions. We also run some educational institutions. We equip and man those educational institutions so that mainly in the village areas, so that the children in the village area can have access
Right.
to a good education in a good environment, a good school, so that they will have, better future.
Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, that's good.
Then there is also water and sanitation.
All right.
We're also targeting mainly the coastal region, because this coastal region has been affected many times with cyclone, tidal waves. So the infrastructure, including water and sanitation, were destroyed and yet to be rehabilitated.
Okay.
Qatar Charity is undertaking huge initiatives
Okay.
in this sector, where it already constructed and digged more than 5,000
5,000
tube well,
to
and inshallah we will be doing more and more, and so that the people can get access, as we say, to pure drinking water, and also can get access to hygienic sanitation, which will help to protect the people from the pollution of the environment, as well as to protect the environment from the pollution of the human waste.
Great. I'm sure that these are the projects, these are the activities helping lots of people in Bangladesh, and it is also helping to build the Bangladesh as well. So can you now give us some sort of specific project, like you said that hospitals and this thing. So do you have any specific projects in a location in Bangladesh, and what kind of health services you are providing?
Yeah, actually we have many health projects. One of those is in Saidpur.
Sirpur.
It is providing health services for the poor people in that area,
Right.
and it gives both the outdoor as well as outdoor and indoor services to the poor people, including the laboratory facility, including the X-ray facility, and including the general as well as sometimes specialized medical services to the poor people.
Thank you. Do you have any kind of like technical education center or any technical skills development project for the people of the location?
Yes, actually our major concentration is on the, as we say, capacity building. And out of this capacity building is the skill development of the needy people.
Right.
So, though we don't have up to now fully fledged center, but we have 6 social welfare centers, and in these social welfare centers we have some skill and technical education in this, like sewing, embroidery, handicrafts, paramedics, like the nursing, like the laboratory technicians, like X-ray technicians, and as well as we build or try to build the capacity of the farmers by improving the way how they can cultivate their land, improving the way how they can care for their animals, improving the way how they can get better return from the fishing and other kind of agricultural activities and farm activities.
Thank you. And then how do you select like the people, like who will get the skills or who needs the skills? How do you select those people? And also like health you're providing service. How do you decide that who should you go for or give for the health services?
In fact, we have in Bangladesh a huge and extensive network of projects as well as partners. So through these projects, people approach our projects and request for the support as their need. So after studying their need, we try to answer and fulfill these needs. Accordingly, we choose the one who needs this thing, and we try to provide that things. They approach us, we try to find out. And we always, as I say, try to find out the actual need. After they approach, we study their case
Okay.
by, as it's called, social study
Mhm.
case. If we find they are deserving the support and we can provide that support, we will provide it.
Great, inshallah, lots of people are getting help from your project and activities, I'm sure.
Alhamdulillah.
And it is definitely helping Bangladesh as well, building the people in nation. Now, let me just ask you one question. How do you feel about that, and how do you see, in fact, I know that it is helping people in Bangladesh, but from your perspective or your point of view, how do you see it is helping to build the Bangladesh as a better country and better humanity? And how do you feel about that?
In fact, you see, we live the project.
Mhm.
We, become part of it and it become part of us.
Mhm.
So we don't do the project as a matter of job duty,
Okay.
but we do it as a responsibility
Mhm.
towards
Right.
human needs,
Mhm.
which we are mandated
Mhm.
by our religion,
Mhm.
and by our culture,
Mhm.
and by our human
Mhm.
feeling
Mhm.
to stand by the need of those who are unable to attain their basic need by themselves.
Mhm.
So we feel very proud and very happy
Mhm.
that we are working in this field
Mhm.
to serve the needy humanity.
Yeah.
And we think it is very important for all the people to try to participate in such activities,
Yeah.
because it gives the person
Confidence.
self-confidence as well as self-acceptance
Mhm.
that yes, I am serving the humanity,
Mhm.
I am doing good work,
Mhm.
because no matter what you do,
Yeah.
the best work is to serve the humanity.
Mhm.
So when you utilize your time, utilize your efforts, even if you have financial capacity, utilize this financial capacity for serving the people.
Mhm.
This is the best way how you can utilize all your capacities, including, as I said, financial, including your efforts,
Mhm.
including your time,
Mhm.
including your knowledge.
All right.
So
Yeah.
these are the very good way to fulfill,
Mhm.
as I said, the need of the human being
Mhm.
and attain self-confidence and self-acceptance of yourself.
Yeah.
And this is actually, as we say,
Mhm.
there's no matter whether you can do more or you can do less,
Mhm.
you do good, and you never underestimate the amount of good. You think, oh, I cannot do one minimum thing, what is the
Yeah.
benefit? No,
Right.
minimum thing is the thing which will build maximum thing.
Right.
If we don't do anything because our capacity is less, then there will be zero not done
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
But if we start, there will be a lot of things, inshallah. So we feel actually it is benefiting the people.
We also heard that some of the government agencies, especially the NGO Bureau and the Ministry of Government, they have appreciated some of your project activities, and it sounds like it's a role model for others to follow. Can you tell us something about that? Why they have appreciated some of your activities, and how do you think they?
Actually, we are very happy to learn that the government of Bangladesh, represented by the NGO Affairs Bureau,
Mhm.
which is the supervising
Mhm.
entity of all the NGOs,
Mhm.
foreign funded NGOs in Bangladesh, and the Ministry of Disaster
Mhm.
and Relief in Bangladesh, they expressed their happiness
Mhm.
and appreciation
Mhm.
for the way Qatar Charity is conducting its activities in Bangladesh.
Mhm.
So, and the main reason why they were happy and they gave this satisfaction and appreciation is that Qatar Charity spend minimum amount for administration,
Okay.
and over more than 97-98% of the amount goes to the actual project.
Right.
This is one thing. Second thing, all the projects of Qatar Charity
Mhm.
is tangible project. You
Mhm.
can see them,
Mhm.
you can feel them. while most of other NGOs, they are actually, untangible. You cannot feel them, you cannot see them. It is short-lived. While Qatar charity projects, mainly they are physical structure.
Right.
So anyone can see this project, can evaluate this project, can monitor this project, can find out the outcome and output of this project.
Okay.
So they appreciate on this point. Second, third point is they appreciate Qatar charity because it emphasizes on the after the implementation of the project.
Okay.
That means we don't not only we build the school and just careless, or we build the hospital and become careless. No, we emphasize on continuation of the project, on the achievement of the purpose of the project. We build the school must give education to the children.
Sure.
We build the hospital or the medical center. This hospital or medical center must give health services to the people. So we emphasize, as I said, on the outcome, output, sustainability of the project, as well as we emphasize on the purpose of the project. We don't build a school and then make it a hospital. Or we don't build a hospital for the poor people, but then we treat the rich people. Poor people will have no access to the hospital. Poor people will have no access to the school. No, we don't. If we build it for the poor people, it must be accessed by the poor people.
Okay. Yeah.
So the purpose must be attained. For this reason, these 3-4 reasons, the NGO Affairs Bureau, the ministry, and all those who are in contact with Qatar Charity, they very much appreciate Qatar Charity, that yes, it is doing the right thing in the right way.
No, thank you very much for doing the right things in the right way and giving an example to other people, like other NGOs, to follow these things. So when we heard about those things, we said, we should do an interview about Qatar Charity Society, so the Qatar Charity Bangladesh, to let other people know that why they are appreciated, why they have been appreciated, and what are the things they did. Right. Thank you very much. And then finally, I would just ask you, you did a lot of projects like health, education, skill development, as well as sanitation, and then shelter also. So why do you find challenges, like working with the people, those are very challenging to do this kind of project? So do you find any area where you found a lot of challenge or problems that you have to address those issues?
In fact, our main challenge is the system, where it takes a long time to complete the preliminary requirement to start the projects.
Okay.
And it requires a lot of time to keep contacting the administration, both at the central as well as the peripheral level, the government administrations, to be able to complete and implement these projects. And the second challenge is to take these development and service-oriented projects to rural areas. Is very difficult because we were facing a lot of difficulties to find the qualified people to run this project. You make a school, you need the teachers, qualified teachers. You made a hospital, you need the qualified doctors. So we found actually very few people are willing to go and work in the rural areas, and this is unfortunate. So we rather call upon the people to be more willing to serve their country, to serve their people, and to let aside for at some time at least, 1 or 2 years, serve your people, serve your country, go to the village, go to the rural area. Don't, avoid your responsibility to your people. This is our main challenge.
Right.
And third challenge is we found little weakness of the administration in the rural areas. That means if there are some disturbing elements, you find difficulty to find the administration to stop those bad people. So it little hamper our work, but in general, alhamdulillah, we found the cooperation from the people. We found the cooperation from the administration. We appreciate all that, and we are thankful for them. And as we say, we hope, the government or administration at the rural level become little bit more, active. In order to ensure that our activities and activities of others, both government and non-government, can be implemented without any obstruction, without any hindrance, smoothly, so that maximum benefit can be attained for the targeted people from these activities.
All right. Now, thank you very much. Thank you. Now, I would like to ask you about what is your future plan? Like, what are the future project that you are thinking right now for working in Bangladesh?
In fact, as I said from beginning, we try to target all the basic needs for the people. And one of the issues which we like to, or in fact few issues we like to face, and one is a village development. We wish, of course, we cannot do it alone on our own. We need, as government has to start with it, and we can supplement the effort of the government. Say, infrastructure in the village is very weak, both the individual level as well as the public property. So if we can develop this infrastructure, if we can take the economic activity to the village, so the village people don't need to migrate to the cities, don't need to come and live in the slums and on the streets. So this is one of our wish, is to participate in the direct development of the rural areas. All kind of infrastructure, like roads, education, health, water sanitation, commercial activity, manufacturing, particularly for what is being produced for the village, to help the village people to get maximum benefit from their activity. Mainly village people activity is agriculture activity. So we must give them the support how to get maximum benefit from their produce. That's why we, as we say, wish to make this capacity available to the rural areas. And inshallah we will try our level best at our capacity, and we hope mainly the government as well as other who are willing to work in this field to come forward, so that together we can inshallah reach that goal. Plus, it really hurt us to see people living on the road, to see children sleeping on the road, to see people living in the slums. So we wish to rehabilitate all those people, mainly to take them back to their areas, and there to give them the basic needs for their dignified human living, and to give them all the needs which will make them not needed to migrate to the cities and live this inhuman life. At the minimum, we can say it is inhuman life. That's our wish and ambition for the future, inshallah.
Great, thanks. So we're almost at the end of our interview. So I have the last question. It's last but not the least. Just ask you, like, from your experience last many years, and also like future plan, what is your suggestions for other organization, NGOs and other, even government, and also for the people, general people? What is your suggestions or your feelings?
That is what as our suggestion is, that to everyone individual level, community level, organization level, government level, should try their level best to support the needy one and to support them in proper way, in the best possible way. And this support should be development oriented, not simple charity. A person needy, you give some help. No, try to make the help organized, and it should be development oriented. So those people will be motivated to change their life. We want to motivate them to change their life, not to remain as they are. So we need to channel all our capacity to motivate the people and to help them. Not only motivate. I tell people, oh, please, you drink pure water. But how he will drink pure water? I must give him the tube well, where there is the tube, where is the pure water. I tell him, you please improve your condition. How he can improve his condition? I must give him the tools needed to improve his condition. So we need to, as I say, try to address their basic needs, not to go to waste, unnecessary do any waste, go direct to the need, try to address it, and try to make the people feel why I am helping him, or because I need him to become better life, better human than how he is living now in human life. I want him to live a human life where he can be happy, where he can contribute to the society, where everyone can contribute to the development of the country, and inshallah we will have a developed country in short time if we can approach that way. But I am against, as I said, simple charity. It must be development oriented charity.
Thank you.
Like this, what we say, mainly one big problem in Bangladesh, say this social welfare sector. There is a huge potential in this social welfare sector, but unfortunately it is totally misused because it is not organized and it is not development oriented. You go everywhere in Bangladesh, you find some orphanage, but this orphanage is simply give some minimal food, minimal clothing, worst kind of human living, and maximum try to make some orphan hafiz, Quran hafiz, but nothing other than that. But we tell no, this orphan is a human being like us. He is like our own children. We must give him or her all the opportunity to grow in life and to have better future, exactly as what we think for our own children. What I think for my own children, I need them to have better place to stay, I need them to dress better, I need them to have better food, I need them to have better education, I need them to have better treatment, I need them to have better future and to be best successful people over the earth. Same things we must give to the orphans. But unfortunately, as I said, there is a huge potential in this sector. It is misused, and I hope both the government as well as the non-government, the people, will look into this matter. Because otherwise, orphans, there are estimate varies between 500,000 to 1 million orphans in Bangladesh, and this is not a simple number. It is a huge number, and if they are wasted as they are now, it is unfortunate. Unfortunate for them and unfortunate for the nation. So we should, as I say, gear our efforts towards giving them the opportunity for better life and for better future, inshallah.
Thank you very much. Thank you for your time and giving us the time to talk with the Address Bangladesh. And shukran.
Welcome. Thank you. Thank you very much.